Good evening, all. Today I'm going to talk about ethical leadership based on the principal video case study what we have received from the previous lecture. Let me introduce myself, Srirag, and my teammates Nitin, Pranav, Tulika, Parth, and Hari. Let's say from the case study video, like we had a detailed discussion and came into conclusion like how we have got the solutions for the event, how we are categorizing from the stages of Kohlberg's theory, and what are the basic principles what we identified a very good ethical leader should have. Like a leadership strategy without a ethical clarity which will leads to a moral and economic bankruptcy. And as a education leader, like he must understand, or we must understand, like what are the difference between the what are the legal rights to do and how to get it done ethically. And we identified stage 5 and 6 from the Kohlberg stages of ethical decisions, and it's a post-conventional as he is as he is a education leader. And when it comes to stage 5, the social contract, he will be balancing the concerns of self and the concerns of others also for a better outcome for which will be commonly good for both parties. And behavior driven by the balance of social order and the individual rights. This is the basic and mean for the social contract. And when it comes to when it comes to universal principle, in this stage, personally, it follows internalized principles of the justice and rights, and it balances the internal moral principles. Here we're gonna discuss about demonstrate about the decisions what we have made for the events as a ethical leader. As a result of commitment to the students and the parents, like we are not going to cancel the trophies even though it's not within budget, or uh, only because of the reason like it might affect or impact on the influence of the student motivation and the encouragements to the parents. And immediately we'll be having a low budget comparison from the each vendor, quotation comparison, and we'll do the arrangements for the finalization before the event. And indirectly we'll be having an open communication with the investor or the sponsor, and we'll be having a detailed discussion regarding the award criteria indirectly, so that uh, he will come to know like how his niece also has been excluded, or how his niece is not eligible for that one. And Mary will not be considered for any of the awards since she is not at all eligible, as we have the award criteria. Why ethical leadership? For basically like how a ethical leader should have all these basic principles. Evoke confidence in potential investor. Like let's say the sponsor or the donator who is having the major sponsor for this event, even himself, once we have the open communication with him, he basically understands indirectly while we are discussing regarding the award criterias. If he is himself as a ethical leader, he will understand like how his niece has been excluded from the list, from the award list. And by building the loyalty between the faculty and the students also, ethical leader will establish a very good loyalty between his colleagues and the complete stakeholders and the parents. Good press. Once, like, if the school principal reach at a certain level of misconduct in the near future or later stage, it will be spreading across the media and the complete community. The school will be receiving a very poor public press. So it's better not to make any mistake in or else it will be destroying the school name. School legal practices. If making a ethical decision become a practice or habit, it'll be easy to run school completely legal. A healthy environment workplace. It is always good to be use a power of ethical leadership to create a better workplace environment and attract better employees, or you can say like faculty members, students, or parents. By informing the team members that the conduct of business or code of ethics under a strict a strategy, we will make sure that all will be obeying and following the code of ethics. And in case of failure, the particular team member will be removed or will be terminated from the uh, team also. So this is our conclusion, and thank you. That's the end of presentation.